What's up, Ragin Nation? How y'all doing? This is Alex. You watching a Ragin Ronin review. I got a review for you. Last Tuesday, I saw Gravity. Gravity is the latest film from director Alfonso Cuarón, and the last film I saw from the director was Children of Men, and I thought that was a fantastic film. I really enjoyed that. Now we have Gravity, and Gravity is a film that I highly anticipated, especially after I saw the first teaser for the film, because something told me that after watching the teaser that this is going to be our closest experience to the real thing. This is the closest as we'll ever get to outer space, to being in outer space, and I've always been fascinated with outer space, and I want to experience this film. And this movie is starring Sandra Bullock and George Clooney, and we have George Clooney as the strong leadership type. I really liked his performance in this film, and I liked his role as the guy who's, you know, providing the leadership, and he's just a strong character. And then we have Sandra Bullock, and her character is the one we're supposed to root for. We want to root for her survival, because we get a lot of we get to see the journey from the very beginning through her eyes, and it is quite a roller coaster ride. It is an emotional ride, it is a scary ride, but it is a ride that feels very, very real, and it has a lot to do with not just the performances, but Alfonso Cuarón's perfect direction. I have to tell you that when he was planning to make this film, he wanted to make it as real as possible, and he wanted to make us bring the audience into the movie, and I think he really successfully achieved that, because I felt like I was in the movie. I mean, if I had to watch the movie again, I would sit closer to the screen so that my entire peripheral vision would be completely covered, because that's the way the movie needs to be experienced, because woo-wee, it is a ride. Like, right from the beginning of the movie, you know that you're in for something. There are barely, or I would say that there are no scenes that take place on Earth. And I will tell you that the movie, it takes place in space, and this is a space movie. And even James Cameron said himself that this is the space movie this is the best space movie that's ever been made. And this is the way that 3D needs to be used. This is how 3D should be utilized. And I think the 3D gave the experience just a more immersive experience, and it really, really helped. It really helped the movie it really helped the movie become more felt. All right, it was a complete shock of the senses, because it can be very dizzying and very disorienting. In fact, when I left the movie theater, that's when I felt dizzy, because like I was like spinning all over the place, and I was feeling the sense of 0G. But then once I left the theater, I felt like, whoa, this is kind of trippy. So I think the director did an amazing job in really creating the feeling of what it's like to be in outer space. And Sandra Bullock's performance was just perfect. Okay, I think that this movie is going to get an Oscar for Best Director, Best Cinematography, the art direction, and even Best Actress, which will go to Sandra Bullock, because great performance, very heartfelt performance, and it was quite a ride. And the cinematography is just amazing. What he did in Children of Men is that in certain sequences, he did this super long take, which just looked amazing, because the camera never cut for a very, very long time. And it made the actor go through all these different sequences. And then he took that to the next level with Gravity, because there are just sequences that just don't cut. The camera just never cuts for a very long time, and it really, really it really brings the audience into the movie. And I think that with the great performances, the actors' amazing talents, and also the director's vision, we are treated with a perfect movie. I'm really, really impressed with this movie. I didn't even mind the short running time. I think that that's all we needed. Some people might think, well, the movie ended really quickly. I mean, it was only 90 minutes, including credits. Well, I think that the movie was all we needed. In fact, I think that the movie, if it was too long, it wouldn't work that well. I think that everything he gave us was exactly what we needed, because it was engaging from beginning all the way till the end. And I think this is a movie that you must see in the theater. You have to really experience this. Now, I'm going to give this movie the highest score I've ever given in 2013. I'm giving it a 9.75 out of 10. That is a very close to being perfect. Now, the only reason why it's not getting a 10 out of 10 is because they didn't shoot this movie in 3D. They post-converted it. It was a digital post-conversion job, and I think that it would have looked a lot better had they shot the movie in 3D. Now, the 3D works, okay? The movie must be seen in 3D, and the 3D works, but I still wanted to feel that extra sense of depth, and I think it would have helped if they shot it in 3D and shot the movie, like, shot everything for the 3D, okay? So had it been like that, then I would have given it a perfect score, but I have to say that this is my top film of 2013. I really, really like this film, and I think it needs to be seen on the big screen. Unfortunately, we didn't get it in the IMAX 3D format. Metallica Through the Never is taking up the IMAX screen right now, and then Captain Phillips is going to take the screen next week, so it'll never show up in the Vancouver IMAX screens, unfortunately, but do catch it in 3D, okay? You have to see it in 3D, and just watch this film, okay? A lot of people are thinking maybe it's too artistic, or it's kind of dumb because it just takes place in space, and but you know what? You're in for a ride, okay? This is a very, very real experience. Some of the scientists are panning the movie, criticizing it, because there's some things that are a little bit inaccurate, but let me tell you something. This is an entertaining ride. It's a movie, but they created the closest thing for us audiences, okay? And 9.75 out of 10. There you have it. That's all I gotta say about this movie. Absolutely superb, and I can't wait to get this movie on Blu-ray 3D. I'm out of here. My name is Alex Yu. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also, follow me on Twitter, @RaginNation. My name is Alex Yu. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. Movie, and I think that he really wanted to talk about this topic because of maybe some personal experiences or some experiences that people always talk about but never